It's official, everybody. Big news. The owner of the Washington, D.C. football team is no longer racist. Joking, of course. He just loves money. After years of swearing he never would, Dan Snyder, the owner of the team formerly known as the Washington Redskins, the most offensive thing in the NFL other than the Lions just playing football, has had a change of heart. And by change of heart, I mean a change in stocks because Nike and FedEx pulled their money. There's a lot of debate on this issue, but one thing we can all agree on is that Dan Snyder does not care. Are you kidding me? If he owned all three DC teams, he would name them the Ninas, the Pintas, and the Santa Marias. Now, the discussion is whether or not it is racist, and the term itself is absolutely derogatory and racist. It's a racial slur. It's like blatant racism that you're used to only seeing in Peter Pan. Yikes, remember those scenes? You would think they were written by someone on Tucker Carlson's staff. But on debating the offensiveness of it, a lot of people point to a poll that was done by the Huffington Post that says 90% of Native Americans don't find it offensive, and there was a study done by UC Berkeley said that number is closer to 49%. But simultaneously, there have been decades of activism and protests and even going to court with people like Amanda Blackhorse advocating for change. And today, President of the Navajo Nation, Jonathan Nez, saying this: July 13th, 2020 is now a historic day for all Indigenous peoples around the world as the NFL Washington-based team officially announced the retirement of the racist and disparaging Redskins team name and logo. But I understand the haziness around the discussion because all you have to do is go on Facebook and look what Black Lives Matters and a Confederate flag means to the different people in your family to understand that, man, different symbols mean different things to different people. But consider the history. The original owner and the guy that named this team, George Preston Marshall, was a blatant racist. He's on the record saying that he'll start signing black players when the Harlem Globetrotters start signing white ones. Are you crazy? Who wants the Globetrotters to be worse? This guy loved DC so much that he was a Washington Generals fan. We should always be open to change. We should constantly be listening and evaluating about how we can evolve as people and as a country. America's best things are our changes. You know what's so great about us? All those amendments. I love it. So many great law changes, desegregation, women can vote, the three-point line, huge wins for us as a country. So the real fun now is like, what's the team name gonna be? A lot of people are throwing out the Washington Warriors, and I like that. It alliterates nicely. And then as soon as the Warriors win a championship, Kevin Durant will go sign with them. Or you could do something that's associated with DC but is not Native American at all. For example, the Washington Elizabeth Warrens. The only person who shouldn't get a say is Dan Snyder because that guy gave $1 million to Trump, meaning he would probably name it the Washington Red Hats or the Washington Orange Skins. And if you're offended by orange skins, then that's the point.